Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
That's not new.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, here's Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
Cunningham's
a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
An early test. Two plays in. This is third and two. Out of the gun here. It's Cunningham. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20 from Falcon territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Cunningham. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Down pass.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he's got it across midfield and
Number
into Denver territory.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Jordan
across
Hicks.
midfield to the
there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets the.
See runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
William Golston on the tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
Taylor.
What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down now, it's Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down
Jonathan
right around the
Taylor
42.
is the ball carrier.
Yeah, baby.
Michael Strahan on the stop. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
No score after
end
1
of the first
on
quarter
EA Sports.
with no score.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Cunningham to throw.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's Cunningham from the gun, being chased out left. He's going to take off with it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Bang, 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 bang.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Cowboy 80. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm here all day. Check.
First and 10, Taylor now. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. But sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On first down, it's Cook. A gain of 3, second down.
Cook, the ball
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space. Also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Now a play fake, Brady. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play.
Back at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 14.
Mike, 58, right there. Come on.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
From the contact. It's now 3rd down and 14.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
58 for Mike.
Shotgun now for Brady. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Intended for Dalvin Cook. Incomplete. He was defended
so they won't
by
get a touchdown,
Peterson.
but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Lambeau is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Brady going to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Cunningham. And he is going to go down. Back at the Tate David making his presence felt in the backfield.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Too little, Cupcake. Mike's 54.
On fourth down, Cunningham. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Turnover on down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it for. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Falcons,
on second down, it's Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at
Brandon,
the 3-yard line.
They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
The ball carrier.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now Cunningham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Broncos.
From 6 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Again, it's Cook. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by Patrick
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
With the score,
back now here on EA Sports.
Falcons 3.
It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's good.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Now Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Cook, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mark 55.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Able to find Lazard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's good.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On play action, now Brady. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think a part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you. 58, pack it, reload.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He was brought
I know
down
they got
by
a little
John
yardage there, but
Randall.
I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Mike.
He'll look to throw.
Check.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The second down pass intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive.
All day, every day, any day.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Broncos
onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line.
Tonight's
if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch him skirt.
94 is the mic. I got him.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
34-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made by Dexter.
The good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Jonathan Taylor.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off around the 41. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Touchdown,
and
Houston.
they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Pull down.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Jonathan Taylor.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back to Taylor on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Bring it.
To throw on second down, Cunningham to Jefferson on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? This is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrinkle and hold on that quickly.
Yeah, to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On second down, it's Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
On the tackle.
Not enough there for a first. No gain as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, it's Cunningham.
You got to love it, baby. Give me some more.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DK Metcalf, 28 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The offense will
and
line
now
up
a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. From the gun, Cunningham. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down by... Tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Number 33, Tony Dorsett, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9.
Brings up
After
second and 9.
A one-point game, 7-6.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texans 7. Our home
Still
team
9 remaining
6.
on 2nd down.
You're not ready. You're not.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. John Randle dropping the hammer. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Taylor, the
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
He's across
Rashaan
midfield
Evans
to the 49-yard line.
had the tackle defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A 2-yard
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Complete to John Brown.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
First down.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And that's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to charge free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Houston.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
They'll take over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29-yard
line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well,
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando 14. To check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Returnable for Dorsett. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it'll be Dorsett. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
On the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Jonathan Taylor,
and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it
14
now.
more yards.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Come on, baby.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down.
Jonathan
They
Taylor.
did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jonathan Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Cunningham looking to throw, and they don't get it.
Attempt at the 2-point
they tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
That keeps the score Texans 14, our home team 12.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember,
Number
the
33,
4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock.
Brought down
what they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now.
Gain of 9.
Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Houston.
Time to go, night. Double tight. Hey.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by A.J. Klein.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 66.
Now the Hall of Famer Dorsett. Nowhere to go that time.
Tony Dorsett.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at
Whistles
the 40-yard
now in a
line.
timeout defensively.
It's a gain of a yard.
So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Johnny Hecker in punt formation.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fielding just inside the 20. It's a 39-yard punt,
They'll
8
take
on the
over.
return,
First
and
down
out will come the
10
offense as they take
at
over.
their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1st and 10, Taylor now. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Rashaan Evans on
And
the
before
tackle.
the second down play,
It's
we'll get a
gain of
whistle, a
7.
signal, and a
Brings up
timeout.
2nd and
As
3
they'll talk things
at
over
the
prior to this
34-yard
upcoming
line.
second down play.
The mic. 94 is the mic.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
What we got? 94 is the mic.
Back to throw.
Target.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMarcus Ware. And he'll